So how did you get into like eventing? Because I know that you've been throwing a lot of shows, and that's kind of how even you came on my radar. To be honest, was like all the shows that you've been throwing recently. How did you get into like eventing and shows?
Um, well, like I think it all started in 2024, like March 2024. This dude, Dylan, who runs a platform called Don't Be Late, hit me up and he's like, "We have to do a show." And I was like, "All right, bet." So he connected me with this guy, Sage, Lost in Sound, and Alejandro, who runs another platform. Um, and basically, they booked Laserdem in 2024, like kind of right before he blew up, and Dirtball, Barrel and Boss, 13 Degrees, Kells, Mondo. And so I was like, all right, this lineup is great. So I like, put in some bread, helped out with the show, helped market the show. And then after that point, I didn't I lost money doing that shit. And Laserdem backed out because he's performing at Summer Smash. And he didn't perform at our show because there's like this radius clause where like an artist, if they're booked for like Summer Smash or like another show, they can't do another show in the same city.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. So we got cooked basically. But after that point, I was just like, this shit's like, throwing shows is how you get people engaged into the scene.
100%.
Like, like there's only so much you can just do on like a phone. Like being in person, IRL, like talking to people, listening to music, it's just like a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
So like after that point, I was like, I gotta just like keep throwing shows, keep working with people, and kind of doing that. And I love the show my favorite show so far was the September 6th at Heaven Gallery with V Lonely and Friends and For the Youth. That was a great show.
This past September?
Yes.
Who was at that one?
So that was DZ, Fuego Bane, Mondo, Burlo. I'm forgetting a shit ton of other people, but I just liked the location and like everyone was so active and it was just like a good like Fuego got up on like the ladder. I think he was like performing on like a fire escape ladder, and like I think DZ broke the stage or something. He like there's like everyone was performing on this like wooden like platform, and I don't know. I don't know if DZ broke it, but he said he did. My fault if you didn't, but and yeah, it just like broke. It was like a wooden board that just cracked open. But no, that shit was crazy. Like shout out to everyone who made that show possible. Yeah, it was just a great show.
I've seen that one. That one looked lit though.
Yeah.
I definitely seen the picture of him on the ladder.
On the ladder.
Yeah, that one was hard. So like, I guess you kind of answered that. What's like the biggest show that you've had recently? Or I guess not even recently, of all time.
Biggest show. Probably like the Dirtball Barrel and Boss one that I was involved in. And then also and a Summerfest with Preston Underground Raps in 2024. That was a decent one. We had Steve-O, CCBKE, OKDZ. That was a great one. That was a great turnout. A hairpin.
You be collabing with Preston a lot.
Yeah.
How'd you guys link up?
So like, I was looking for other pages that like were posting reels basically in like the scene in the Chicago area, and I just like came across him, and like when I post on Instagram like with my like For the Youth like content, I just collab like random pages sometimes, and I just like would always collab him and he'd always accept it. And I was like, oh shit, who is this guy? He's from Chicago. And then we just linked up. Cool dude. He's putting on for the city. So shout out to him,